Hello everyone and welcome to another of the replay casts. This is going to be a humans versus undead matchup where we've got the reigning world champion Andriy taking on the undead of Moreplovac. So here we go. We have humans versus undead, world champion versus challenger. Undead were tiered fairly high up in this, so I think they've got 6 skills in 1150 in cash. Humans, as we've already seen, are a little bit lower tiered and pick up 7 normal skills and a secondary skill and have 1170 in cash, I think. So while they're setting up, let's have a quick look at the two teams. So this is the this is the humans. First of all, we've got tackle, mighty blow, 4 guard plus a guard catcher. Oh, let's pause this for a second so we can actually look at them properly. So we got a guard ogre, 3 guard, a tackle mighty blow, another guard down there, and then on the bottom end of this we have a blodge catcher. So it is a 5 guard stack with a tackle mighty blow, and then a whole heap of cannon fodder. And then on the offense we've got a thrower and a catcher to be able to give yourself a little bit more movement and mobility. And the block catcher is to get yourself with a bit more survivability. Interesting to see this is not being fielded. I think he's not fielding it because you don't want to field 2 strength 2 pieces on this particular matchup when we are fielding into an undead team, which I would say is built slightly unusually, not massively so though. We've got 2 guard mummies, we've got a guard and a tackle white, and remember I had said we got 6 skills, so we've got 1 blodge ghoul, a sure hands ghoul, and a naked ghoul. That gives you 13 players total. 14 maybe? 13 players. I'm sure it's 13. In fact, it is 13, right? There's the active 11, there's the spare 2. So it's only 3 ghouls. And the reason I said it's a slightly unusual build is that sure hands is not a typical pick for undead. Normally you max out the skills on the ghouls because movement 7, they can get around the field. But we have got 3 guard on the mummies, so it'd be interesting to see how Plovac is able to leverage the additional guard. As the undead are attacking, we will do that, and we will watch it from their perspective. And also, so we can bring up the UI, we will just press that. So, interesting to see that we are not stacking 3 dice blocks all over the shop on the undead. And we will also just move into the old classic red-blue mode, because it really does tidy things up, I think. Okay, well that should be a follow, I think, because then by following there, that gives you the blitz. Plovac not wanting to blitz with block potentially at the end of the turn. These are some interesting dice. I think these must be the Norse dice. Now, for me, the mummies, the way that I would play undead is the mummies need to be staying in contact all the time with stuff, because by staying in contact, it's like you're a lawnmower and you're driving over things, right? You need to be constantly hitting with 1 or 2 mighty blow hits a turn, like bang, 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 bang. So by not following there, he's done 2 things. 1, he's allowed that human lineman to get up and run away for free and join the rest of his team. And 2, he is now going to have to blitz with a mummy next turn, or he's not blitzing the mighty blow. And that is problematic. Ooh, nice shiny green dice there from the world champion. Maybe they are world champion dice, who knows? So at the moment, given that we are basically looking for attritional damage, I'm not going to pause it, but very quickly, I think I'll be blitzing here. This guy goes here, this guy goes here, and that's my blitz. And then the other mummy could step in here, and you could stick the guard white in here, right? So you end up with 2 pieces here. Plo not doing any of that, and instead looking to get himself a little bit hemmed in here. I'm concerned for him that this is going to go too narrow, because if you watch this, if this guy comes across, thankfully he's not brought him across too far, but imagine that this has come across, right? The ball carrier can only viably just get back to where it was. We're not, the human team don't need to concern themselves with anything too scary. And there we go, no 3 dice. And now the mummy is on the floor. So will the world champion take the opportunity to step in and obliterate the other mummy, or indeed foul him? Because that is a very tasty foul this early juncture. Right, and you notice the mighty blow is just nipping in, smashing, nipping out again, right? It's in, out, in, out. It's like a seesaw. A hacksaw? Some sort of saw. Now, I don't know if I actually take the foul here. And the reason I don't know if I do is because it's a little bit swingy, right? Getting kicked out here would be really bad, despite the obvious advantage of the advantage. Now, mummy up, fine. Moreplovac absolutely needs to be pounding in, pounding with mighty blow. Because at the moment, this matchup has gone so far, it's had 2 mighty blow hits for the undead and 2 mighty blow hits for the humans. And mighty blow ×2 multiplier from a removals perspective. And if you are not getting those removals, right? Yeah, the team, it's 2 bash teams fighting each other. The one that has the most players is going to win. Except in certain circumstances. We've seen a reroll there. Now, I think this is where we're going to see the mummy get taken down. He's going to blitz the guard with the tackle mighty blow. And if he does it in the correct order, which is he takes that block first, then we are going to see... Oh, wow. Wow. Okay. So 3-1, he's looking to pressurize this Sombrerino and get additional leverage. So now he gets a 2D here, which he can follow through. If that had been a POW, I think he would have almost certainly followed through. And then he's got a 2D there. There is a concern here that... oh no, it's fine. It's fine. I thought there was going to be a concern in terms of... Oh my god. Wow. Regen, is it a fake skill? It is not a fake skill, so... the game is not completely ruined, but look, he's going to get a bonus hit next turn. He's got another bonus hit next turn. That has to be the blitz. That just has to be the blitz. And Plovac is just moving side to side to side to side. He is going nowhere fast. And there's also a concern here, which is if this isn't a punch over, we're going to see disaster. So oh my god. All right. So Plovac needs to take a second here and just play. I don't know what he's playing in real time, but he probably wants to play this a little bit carefully because he has gone absolutely nowhere across the first 4 turns. He's a massive player down, literally, it's big, and he needs to work out what he's going to do. Now he's 2 players down. I wouldn't say he's got no chance, but he is going to have pretty much no chance because he's only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fast players. So I think that the humans, yeah, they just double stack here. So you're not going down the sideline. If they then take this player out, which they're not shaping to do, but if they do take this guy out, what then happens is it's like an L shape, and you're just stuck. So he could. Oh, that's clever. That's clever. That's really clever from the world number 1. Mildly surprising that he doesn't send in the big lad, but I think the big lad is just going to mark here. Yeah. All right. So far, this has been a masterclass in how to undress an undead team. Several. Oh my god, that is getting walloped next turn by that. That's a reroll. That should have been stood up. When I say that, actually, right, he might. Yeah. No, he's. I'd be surprised if the shot selection at this point isn't one of the two ghouls. It might not be, but I would be surprised if it wasn't. Because these players now, it's turn 6 for Plovac. These players, so long as they don't get move forward literally this turn, then it won't matter. He can bring the 2 guards in here and bully this. If this is a POW, I think we might see a strike on the ball. So he'll probably put this in here, take the 2 dice. If it's a... In fact, he could have just had 2D on the ball. Hang on, let me go back a second, right? So one more action, right? So this guy's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Fine. Oh no, it's not 2D on the ball, is it? Because this guy's got guard and this guy's got guard. Never mind. So what would he need to do? He'd need to stand here, which isn't viable because then he's blocking his own route. So no, ignore that. At this point, the catcher could step in, and then we can blitz down the ghoul, and this guy can step in here, and then we'll take 2D on the guard. And at that point, you are a bit hosed. Thank you, brother. The only thing that can go wrong here for the humans is overconfidence. Ooh, spicy. Oh, he is going for it. No, he's not going for it. I keep going. He's going in. He's going out. He's going in. He's going out. I hadn't quite. Yeah, that's really nice. That's a distraction from me. That's fine. He's got mighty blow, and then he gets to go and stack it on the ball. And Plovac is in big trouble. To get away from this at 0 would now be a result, I would say. We can blitz the catcher. Here we can bounce the guy off. And now you're dodging away with a reroll intact. But this is done. From a it's a Zomborino. So very surprised that's not an apothecary. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh god. Well, there's 2D on the ball. There's a 3+ for 2D on the ball. Now, I think if I'm Andriy, I don't take it. And this is going to sound controversial, but the reason I don't think I take it is because I don't need to. Because if it goes wrong, we're probably fooked. Never mind. Regen is indeed, again, not a fake skill, so that's 2 out of 2 regens there. I would wallop this ghoul, mark this one, and just say, like, you're not getting out of this. And again, my reason for not taking this, right, is that that if you make it, what was the reroll situation? He had a reroll. He had 2 rerolls. Because if you don't make it and the ghoul then runs, the tackle might blow falls over here, right? The ghoul runs forward, gives the ball to this guy, and then it runs away. Your tackle mighty blow is fell over there. The ghoul is stood up there, and you're screwed. Right? That sounds like a really rubbish situation to be living in. But yeah. Oh, snakes. Tackle mighty blow here. Go fetch. Go fetch. Yeah. 1-0 down at the half. I don't see a universe where this is not that. I do like a follow there. Not going to lie, because the follow keeps the tackle on the one player, which Plovac doesn't have a reroll for. Then I think that for me was a follow. And you can reroll that. Yeah, reroll it. Okay. Now we're just into basically a 3+ with additional rolls. Should have stood this guy up and should have run him forward a few squares. Probably not going to matter. Now, the Zombo's getting to be free here. And he's also potentially able to dodge out the... He's able to dodge out the ghoul, but I just don't think he does. Oh, he does. And it doesn't. So it didn't. So it hasn't. Okay. It's only having one chance to recover. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3+, to score. Gets them both and scores. So I think that's actually a really good example of a textbook drive played by two coaches, one of which is applying pressure and able to, first of all, dig out their linemen and then apply mighty blow hits all over the place while denying complete space. And the other is not taking the mummies and applying the continual steamroller roadblock effect over and over and over a few turns. And that culminated in the undead just being taken to pieces. And now if you also look at the drive, right, they only had 3 ghouls. One of the ghouls is gone, and I know he's got spare players, but because the humans have scored, they don't need to get another one in. I'd be hugely surprised if they don't try and take all the maximum firepower blocks. Anyway. This setup has become the absolute norm, hasn't it? And it's very anti-blitz. And what I'm curious about from everyone is, does it fucking matter? Because the blitz now is it important enough? I don't know. That for me is a pickup. That's a vanity hit that doesn't need to be vanitized, because the other thing is, if that's a 1 in 9 and turns over, let's say it's like trip skulls, we could potentially get through these. Yeah, smart. So he's now got the ball on a movement 8 bludge piece. Granted, that's now public enemy number 1, but the undead absolutely have to stop this score, and they need to be punching with mighty blow. Ooh, that was a beautiful blue. Now, only problem here is that this mummy is completely isolated and is likely to see death and destruction. Because whenever you see a player like this, I think what I'm always looking at is look, can we get 2D off somewhere in some meaningful way? So he's blitzing here because he knows that if he then does that, that's his mighty blow hit doing work. He then can step it into there, and he can have a 2D. I mean, I think I prefer this human lineman coming in and doing that task. But then again, maybe the human lineman's going to go in here, and then he's going to take 2D with block. Oh. Negatory. No. Well, that's the first time I've seen Andriy do something that I wouldn't have done, like, at a strategic level there, which was the follow, because the follow is just giving away a free smack in the face. And Plo really struggling to not make these, with the, because these aren't 3 dice, because he's reducing the probability of knockdown from 55, which is a 2 dice block. It could be 70%, which is a 3 dice block. Right, and 70%, bigger than 50%. That's all I'm saying. Well, that's the second turn this game I think I've seen both mummies throw a hit of some description. And it's almost like he listened to the first half and said, like, right, I'm going to follow up. And he's going to, like, I'm going to keep stepping in, I'm going to keep following up. And I'm like, yeah, that's not quite what I meant, though. Because the stepping and following now, oh my word, is likable to get one or both of them yarked. This player's just getting removed left, right, and centre here. Undead, 4 people down. Yeah, there we go. Tackle mighty blow. I wonder if that would have been the blitz, maybe, because now next turn, if you move everyone away to do stuff, that's going to stand up, and then you've lost your tackle mighty blow. This probably needs to be the blitz at this stage. Because you've got to go and put pressure on here. Right, 1, 2, smack, run through, and then you screen here. A little unlucky that's not a knockdown. Because 1, it's not a knockdown, it means you can't follow it. And 2, you're going to be in range of potentially of it dodging out and becoming a bit of a menace. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. That I approve of, because it causes the dodge to be a little harder. That's also a very smart move. I like. You throw a reroll in it as well. I just like that where it was. I thought that was really good. No, Ogre not wanting to do anything. Humans not having the ability to quickly hand the ball from one human to another because I'm completely wrong. No, he's left 1D on the ball, of course. Of course. I think that was both down. I'd like... What are you doing there that's not both down? Oh, that. Okay. Now we've seen Plo just snake something. I think that would have been a likely. Oh my god. Non. But if we see this goes into 2-0, we can declare the salute. Yep. Now, I do think you could probably stall this another turn, actually, right? So, ball carrier just runs back and blitzes. Then we can go and make a home for ourselves here. Jesus. Hey, it looks good, but it doesn't matter. That's one for the cameras, right? Doesn't actually matter. Stand on the safe square, which is there. And then so long as this is not terrible, oh yeah, that's right. And then we just stand there and then we say thanks, GG, thanks, GG. That's glorious. Yep, nice. I think just from a matter of choice, I think I would have dodged the dodgy guy away from tackle. It would have failed, but I could have then stood another player there, right? And then you've got a double screen for this guy. Probably something between actually correct and preference, right? Not sure which one of the two it is, but yeah, ultimately this is absolutely done. That's a lot of walking around Andriy for very little actual realistic improvement. Not that it matters, because Plovac's not going to score from this situation, even if you put the ball on the floor and walked off from it. Yeah. Wowie. Wowie. Right. And they're just going to skip to the end now, I think. Yeah. Makes sense. And it doesn't matter what they do. Like, literally, I would just leave this setup. It doesn't matter. It's 2-0. There is no kickoff event that can score 2 touchdowns in a half, in a turn. Henry gets a free bribe. And done. Right, let's go to main menu. One thing I want to look at this is because during the commentary there, I was talking about the number of blocks thrown. I'm curious to see whether the undead absolutely got mullered by the humans, or whether it was actually close. Let's have a look. Block action's done. No, not close. So that was the humans, and that was the undead. So 30% more. 30 to 40. That's a bit of a hammering. It would have been more, to be fair, if the undead had thrown the hits, because you'd have got another 4 hits in there. So that takes to 33 to 41. So it's closer, but yeah, it different. Now the difference though is this here, right? So we've got 6 removals here versus 2 removals on this side, and the 6 removals here are an impact of the blocks thrown, and because so many had Mighty Blow on top of them. So yeah, I think we've whoops, oh damn it, we've seen the impact that Mighty Blow can have there. Right, let's jump back into part 2 of this game. If I'd pressed the right button, I wouldn't need to go through all the menus. But I didn't, so we do. Okay, here we go. And the second part of this titanic clash between the world champion Andriy playing humans and Moreplovac playing undead. Let's see if he's able to leverage the mummies. He's written here, join us at Blood Bowl Tactics, sponsored by Blood Bowl Tactics. So if you want to Google Blood Bowl Tactics, I don't get anything for it, but you'll find out what he's talking about. Blood Bowl Tactics is a great website. I actually use it from time to time myself. Yeah. Right, humans now this time are all in blue. And again, Andriy setting up and swapping things around. I don't actually know what these N2 buttons do. Playback going for a slightly different setup this time. Turn out, timeout. I really don't like him moving both the 2 block pieces before he's seen whether he wants to do a blitz yet. And the other problem here is, like, so that's the blitz now, right? That is the blitz, because he wants 3 dice and 3 dice. So if you're going to go there, now you're going to be going for it, or you've got to do some bizarre like stacking. Okay, so he's blitzing there. He's offered up the zombie for free next turn. And then the ghoul can run back. Fine. You've now got to block and follow. Oh dear. And you're committed to, oh dear. Right. So you're committed to the follow, which is good. I'd say he's a bit unlucky there to have not found 70% and a 70%, and he's whiffed on both. Never mind. Right, now he needs to pick the ball up. He's got it. No, he's not got it. Okay, right. So we've actually got the UI. I've pressed the button. Always first thing you're looking at is whether or not you can dig these guys out and actually make them fight. I don't think you can, because I think you could step a guard in here, you could step a guard in there, you could take a 1D, and then you could have blitzed this guy and you could maybe have wrapped it around. But no, actually you couldn't have done, because you would have whiffed here, so nope. Not giving Plovac back his dude. Andriy a little unfortunate there to fail the first one of the two, because then he's now going to eat a mighty blow hit. So actually we should see a 3 dice block from blitz from this guy, and then we should see okay, no 3 dice. That's odd, because that's giving away a free hit. That's nice. I like that. That's great. He's put that in to try and set things up. I know you don't want to go narrow, right? So this guy goes in here, you get 3 dice. But you, yeah, and you actually can't put this guy in, because if you step him around this side, the Tackle Mighty's probably going to come running through, probably. But Plovac now managing to find no knockdowns with the mummies. That is his 3rd mummy dice block of the game, and 0 removal, 0 knockdowns, let alone removals, which is a bit rough. Chain blocking back this way, which is nice, and he also frees this guy from getting smashed in the face by a mummy. If this is a knockdown, very nice. Oh, even cleverer, like this, because now he can chain the mummy away and get the mighty blow hit. That's better than my suggestion. Or you can bounce this guy out, right? Both work. That is the slightly superior of the two. I think that square was probably the better, because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You don't want to leave that open. But Plovac is now absolutely doubling down on targeting this small corner of the board. That is 4 swings and 1 hit. 5 technically, I suppose. Feeding the auger. Screening the ball. Right, so what's Andriy going to do with this? Because the mummy that's furthest forward actually does have a 2 assists already loaded into it. It looks like it's going to get Tackle Mighty Blow to the face. Because it's gone forward on its own and been isolated. That gets then pushed away. No follow. And you got a 1 and 4 for the armor to break there. Very good. think he needs to cover the edge here. You could either stand there or you could stand there. Both are acceptable. Both are fine. There is probably the superior square. So this drive, the humans have got a little bit more contained and congested. Make them sound like they've got a cold. These humans are congested. But this is going to require a couple of go for it to get this fully safe. Oh, you should be blitzing with a... No, I was going to say you should be blitzing with a Wraith. But I suspect what's about to happen is the lying down mummy is also going to take a wallop to the chops. Playback enjoys smashing through rerolls like nobody's business. Is indeed. There's a pow. Well done, Plo. You want the humans to try and readjust now, come across, and be able to limit what could happen. How many rerolls is Andriy on? 2. So he can then make a second go for it there. You can punch the 2 ghouls and push them in. So that goes there. I actually don't think you throw the block on the Zombarino. You leave that double tagged. Because a push here you can't follow, and you don't care about the turnover, but you basically these 3 are trying to run away. You can clear that next turn. I think he's going to come this way. Turn 6. Yeah, he's going to cut back inside, isn't he? Whoa, whoa. Cowboy, that's the wrong square. Oh dear. The tackle mighty get round? No. Got the 2 there, you got the 2 there. He's got the catcher that could maybe dig himself out. Is he going for the ball? He is. This is Andriy. And that's a stun, and that's the end of the drive. So the humans have again defeated the undead via the looks of things. Something very bizarre would have to happen now for the undead to get out of this. Playback also out of rerolls, right? So this is looking very bad. Remember, the situation here is that Playback has to win, otherwise he is eliminated from the competition immediately. I like a follow there because I do. Oh dear me! Oh my word! Oh my word! If you're Andriy, you've got to be disappointed in that. The medical staff deployed to the serious concussion and have turned it into nothing. Was that tackle mighty blow blitzer rolling around in agony for no reason? Some say quite probably. Others, quite definitely. Now, if you'd followed there, that could have been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We could have been stood here. Playback's done a good job in terms of actually recovering this situation, right? I thought he was completely hosed. But I think he's... Yeah, I mean, that was incredibly lucky. That was an 11%, that was. And then he got the armor break, which is 1 in 4. into the casualty, which is like 1 in 4. So, yeah. When I say he was really, he did really well. He did. He got really lucky. But it is Blood Bowl. Onto the ball, obviously. Now, if the ball bobbles backwards, the humans are delighted. So they're going to have a shot in this. The Undead are not going to have a shot by the looks of things. Or not a reasonable one, anyway. Oh, he's got it. Now, a half-kind scatter. That is a unkind scatter. I would abandon all hope here, and I would go and mark this guy, because you do not want to be 2-0 down. 1-0 down on your drive. You have to win. All you need to do now is just say, fine, I am going to commit the fact that I can... Oh dear. Last reroll deployment gone. So dodge. Okay, I thought he was going to jam his way in. He didn't. It's fine. Okay, so Plovac now has to turn over the world champion, no less. Otherwise, he is eliminated. The world champion needs to not be turned over to progress into the next round. Now, knowing that you must win, I think a chevron-based defense here makes a lot of sense, because you can't afford to let the humans sneak down a side and bang it in. Otherwise, you've got to get 2. So, let's see what happens. So, the humans have gone again for the anti-blitz defense, being very popularized at this this event. Cha-ching! He's gone for the rest of the match, probably. It's a bonehead. So the ball not brought forward at all there. Probably waiting to see how the defense shakes itself out. No Undead blitz with a mummy again. These are interesting times. And I can understand why as well, right? Because psychologically at this point, right, what's happened? I've blitzed with the mummies. They've done absolutely naff all. That they haven't concluded into any form of like high DPS or anything else. They've just been useless. What I would say is I think that the lack of 3D on them has effectively caught them out. So we're going to be blitzing the naked ghoul. Not finding a Kapowski on this occasion. And because we don't find the Kapowski, I think the ball then backs off again. Yep. Ogre takes out Mummy. And then we've got some cheeky 2Ds just to support. Now, interesting. If the guard catcher was inserted there, is that mummy? No, I thought the mummy had gone wrong again. No, it was just a reroll that didn't work. Glorious hot mummy action. Oh my god. Plovac's mummies have been rubbish. Andriy, all he has to do is avoid defeat here, right? So let's not get carried away. He does not need to do anything particularly spicy and score. So it'd be interesting to see if he is indeed planning a full Nando's, or if he is going to just go for the medium spice. He's bringing it forward. Oh, I think that's big and bold. I'm not sure about that. Has Plovac's seen the threat in the middle behind the ogre? Because if that catcher with guard is given the ball, it's all ogre. Oh no, I'm not sure he's seen it. I'm not sure he's seen this. I know the world champion will have seen it. Because if that goes and stands over here, it's done. Yeah, he's shaping for it. Didn't get it. No, he's going for the surf. Yeah, okay, so he's just gone for the surf, ladies and gentlemen. I think he might not have gone for the surf if ooh, spicy. Right. Yeah, back him off. Prep it for the next turn. No, not prep it for next turn. $2D here, push ball here, doesn't do anything, does it? You can surf this guy. Yeah. So now you've got the counter surf on the table. So, surf. No! Oh, ball. He's going for ball. He's going for ball. Ladies and gentlemen, he's gone for the ball. He's gone for the ball. Glorious play. Where's it gone? But remember, Lowe has to win to force a third game. He's also out of rerolls. So humans just lifting stuff off the field because they can. Ogre needs to wake up. Because it should. 1, 2, 3. I don't like turning this guy forward, actually. Oh, no, I like that. I like that a lot. Sorry. Completely disregard. Ogre needs to wake up. And I think he should have gone in here. This guy should have gone in here. He... Huh. Okay, well, I think we can see, given the fact that the game isn't completed, we can see here that something is going to go horribly wrong. I suspect that the humans pick the ball up and score, and then that concludes this match and pushes the reigning world champion through. Let's just check. And indeed, there's a pickup. So he pops it in. And that's the end of the game. Yeah. So there we have it. Congratulations to Andriy. Commiserations to Moreplovac. And that sees him through. So we go back to the World Champion screen, which we've just been watching that one there. And let's update it to the 6th one. And now we have 6 people through. We know that World Tital will be playing one of either just DCM or Ben by Baggins. We know that Andriy will be playing either Bigodin or Oswayne. We know that J-Lev will be playing one of either myself or Fufile. We know that no one has been decided out of the page. Edward Lover, Padawan, Limassey. Killtrain absolutely steamrolled or steamed through the Necro earlier today. And they'll be playing one of Dulac or Dragoo, which is Skaven or Lizards. And Crystal Hunter will be playing Tosuke or Dastardly Dan. Velahopia's Pro Elves will be playing either one of Nash's Humans or N8 Wage Zons. Then we have down in the bottom corner, nothing has been decided yet. Fripke on OWA, Tector, Lizards, Purple Chest, Dark Elves, and Japhazes Skaven. I'll be concluding some more of these during the course of the week. If you're enjoying the content, please leave a like and subscribe. And I will see you soon. Bye for now.